It's the Cable MTGO Show.
Brand new snare drum for me. Lovely color. It is a nice color. I got that color because it shipped the fastest. They have like 5 or 6 different colors. They were all within like $1 of each other. It was like, this one you can get 2 weeks from now. This one you can get 2 days from now. I was like, all right, give me the 2 days. Does it match the rest of my kit color? It's fine. Good enough. Just asking to be banged on? Yeah, right? Force and Jace the Mind Sculptor. The Dream. How many pieces is my kit? I have 2 floor toms, snare, 1 mounted 13-inch tom, and 24-inch kick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty normal stuff. Normally you would have 2 mounted toms and then 1 floor tom, I guess. But it's 18 and 16-inch, so it should give it a deeper sound. And then the 24-inch bass drum was really what I wanted. I wanted a nice booming depth of a bass drum. I'll grab that library. Not above it. Not above a library. Oh, should we kick it old school? Let's kick it old school. We got a Wrath now. How do we lose, huh? How do you lose from here? I'm gonna hold on. I like Elspeth a lot. Pleasant card. I should probably grab Jace or Snappy, though. Alright. Your drummer has a bass drum that's huge and feels like lugging around a bag of bricks. Yeah, I am. Yep. There's a reason that 20 inches and 22 inches are more popular. And that's the main reason. It's a virgin bass drum, too. It wasn't, like, drilled to hold the toms. Which perplexed me at first. And then I was like, okay, how do I mount this thing? And apparently most drummers just throw it on a snare stand. And then you can also, if the tom's been drilled for it, like mount it to a cymbal stand and stuff. But it wasn't. Like the tom was also undrilled, as it were. So I was like, what am I going to do with this? What hardware do I need? So I was like, yeah, throw it in a snare stand. And then there was a bunch of people complaining about how that, like, muffles the sound, like, putting it on a snare stand, because snare stands are designed to, like, pinch along the bottom and stuff. Whereas you want your toms to be more open than that. And then I found out that they just make fucking tom holder stands for assholes like myself. And they're, like, very reasonably priced and made by Yamaha, which is a good brand. And now it's chilling on there, and it just sounds great. Really happy with all that. Yeah, a little Razor Verge here. All kinds of funky equipment you can mount toms with, right? What are we talking about? Drums. I just had a new drum show up, so I was all excited about that. Drum stream on day 365. Could do. Kick it off with a drum solo. Favorite drummer? Chris Adler was my favorite growing up. The old Lamb of God drummer. Currently, I think I would pick the guy from Dirty Loops. I always forget his name. Aaron Millergard, with a little circle above the A. I don't know how to pronounce that. You forget he isn't in the band anymore? Well, I'm very clearly reminded every time I hear them play. The new guy they have isn't bad, but Adler had such a light touch. Really impressive technique. And the new guy kind of sounds like he's struggling sometimes trying to play Adler's parts, which you never want. You got to see them when they're still Burn the Priest? Fucking A. That's what's up, Wet V. That's what's up. Some nice mana fixing here, Currently we're splashing white for Wrath of God, but that might just be a good splash. Very possible that I should have grabbed that 6/6 in case I pick up flash nonsense later down the road. We already have Torsten here, right? You got me pegged as a bassist. I self-taught a little bit of bass very briefly, but I didn't get very far. I would not describe myself as a bassist. Some nice lands here. We are missing a blue-white land, which Archive would provide. I think what I really want, though, is like early game interaction. That includes memory lapse. We'll take memory lapse. We'll like Savannah or Passage. Another Dually or a stock up. Or Path, right? We could have a removal spell up in this. Yeah, we're splashing wait for removal. I might as well grab it when it's here. Why is Finks in? I don't know. They added a bunch of sacrifice stuff. Maybe that was part of it. You have splashed black for Frog before and regretted it. Same. Yeah, Psychic Frog is like one of the best 2-drops in the game. But it does get worse as the game goes on. It's not like Fourth where like turn infinite. If your mana fixes itself, it's still gonna body the opponent. Obviously, it's more powerful than like a Dark Confident, but it's kind of like that, right? You want your Dark Confident coming down on turn 2? I don't think so. Tartarium. There are a lot of world-class drummers around, though. Oh shit, what up? Hey, CannonJin23. CannonJin says, because you make awesome content and have morals and ethics, fuck Ice indeed. Yeah, fuck Ice. Thanks for the donation. Mighty kind, mighty generous. I'll grab this halfling. Little halfling card. So Time Warp plays well with Jace Vryn's Prodigy. I'm kind of considering to dismember. Or maybe Lauren. Everyone's got all these questions about Kitchen Finks, and I do not have an answer. There is a white land that adds 1/1 counters to everything you could use to reset Finks, I guess. Or 5-mana Elspeth adds 1/1 counters to everything. Might play in this fucking deck. Finks plus Celis plus Sack Outlet is arbitrary large amounts of life. I don't know what a Celis is. I want to grab this here, Fractured. Fractured, like, Wrath was giving something to the deck, but Fractured, like, makes the splash seem worth power level-wise now. It's a really nice pickup. I don't actually like balance in decks like this, where you want to sit there with your, like, pile of cards and counters and stuff. Because if you're using it as a Wrath, then you're nuking your own hand, and then your opponent who's playing an aggro deck, like you're sacking down to their lands, discarding down to their hand, they're going to play better off the top than you. Oh. The Mardu EDH critter that puts a 1/1 counter on stuff that enters on the yard. Okay, sure. So you could play Kitchen Finks with that, I guess. Nice pack for me. There's the Worm if I wanted to think about Flash, but we don't have it. It's not necessarily coming. I think I'd rather have Brainstorm or No More Lies here. I think I'm going to grab the No More Lies. So I wouldn't mind that Brainstorm. 100% Caleb takes Atali. Look, I may have an Atali addiction. Kind of dig the Force of Vigor. I'm going to grab the Epiphany, though. We do have a couple of other random disenchants. Oh, someone grabbed the Savannah. Interesting. Well, that means the Archive came back. I think Blue-White specifically is open, right? Because we saw that No More Lies late and the Fractured was passed to me. So there's, like, multiple people fighting over White aggro, I think, but Blue-White control is open, which is good, because that's the lane I'm in. Lupa Crudo, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 64 months. Just throwing Umazawas in the old sideboard here. Not a bad little start. The Mana Mace could use some improvements. On color Fetcher, too, would help a lot, right? The chatter who said I was 100% to take the Atali was correct, it looks like. I did, in fact, draft the Atali. On color Max. Thank you, chatter, who called the on color Max. You the real MVP. Unlike the Jace VP. I think I like the fetch over the Seachrome Coast. Solid chance the Seachrome Coast comes back, right? Like the Archive did. You never see people pop off with Yogg's Will. Is it archetype dependent? Yeah, usually you're only Yogg's Willing if you're Tendrils-ing. I think they could probably pull that stuff out. The Mox Diamond would be more tempting if I had more card draw. Maybe I'm just grabbing a Portable Hole. Oculus uses my graveyard, which the only other card that does that right now is this Jace of Rin's Prodigy. I'm also a little bit light on blue cards for Force of Will. I don't love the Oculus, but I'm going to jam it here. 1 second. I should probably be grabbing that Sunfall. But I think y'all know where I'm going with this. I wonder if the channel's interesting just with Ugin. Do I win more with Recall or Time Walk? Typically I win more with Time Walk. They're both very high win rate though. It's very close. The cube video I put up goes into that. Which cards are higher win rate? Which of the power cards are higher win rate, and in what circumstances? Well, I've got Numazawas regarding the Stoneforge Mystic. I really don't like it like that, though. I guess I'll just grab 6 here. I don't think I want to play the Ursine Monstrosity. Maybe I'll play Jace, even though it takes triple blue. I also don't hate playing 18 mana sources here. Could do. How bad is this Oath? Oathing into Oculus or Atraxa is good. Yeah, White was being very hard fought over. And that really showed in the picks and what was wheeling and such. It certainly means something with like Savannah's not wheeling. Seems like too many white sources, huh? 12? Seems like too many to me. Alright, how are we doing on green? Nine, huh? Eight blue is definitely not enough. Go down to 10 white. Up to 10 blue. Don't love this deck. We'll see if it does something for me. Why am I calling the overlay old? That's not very nice. No. Maybe it's not nice if you're ageist. Personally, I don't see aging as a negative thing. It's just not a way that I would insult a person. You know, because I'm not a bigot. Plus, it's old as shit. Yeah, exactly. It is one of the older overlays you can use on Magic Online. Sure thing, boss. I have a Jace the Mind Sculptor in my hand. That makes me old. How dare you? How dare you compliment me? Yeah, I don't think you're old just for drawing a Jace the Mind Sculptor, but if you remember the stupid song, you might be old. You might have back problems. Resolves. Should probably just be rebuying the Wistfulness, but this felt good. What's the fucking 3-mana eyeball card? 3-mana 5/5. Oculus. I'm gonna name that. Hot diggity. The diggity is hot, and it is the hottest. I win. Looks like they got a 2-drop for me. Joke's on you, my deck sucks. What's the day counting in the bottom right? Well, days. The first number is the days in a row that I have streamed. And the second number is when I will have streamed every day in a row for 365 days. Pretty fine with them getting a halfling here. Ross Merriam! How's your stream, Ross? Did you have a good time? Let's give Ross a shout out. Y'all should go follow Ross if you have not. Dude rocks, I'm telling you. Oh shit, what up? Hey, I Wafflebot, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 45 months there. Good thing I have that E at the end, because Cub is unplayable. Were you trying to make Cub work? Yeah, the current meta is very hostile. We were testing out Pro Tour decks today, and like everyone's also playing Pro Tour decks. So there's all this like main deck Cub hate, and it was like, well, why why are we all playing these? Like, why don't we cut all these cards? Hey, I found my second white source. You were dabbling with Temur Harmonizer? Nice. Yeah, I played a little bit of that. Oh. Excuse me. You did indeed come back to Cuban burps. Cuban and bourbon, bourbon and Cuban. Everything a growing Caleb needs. I think they're thinking if they want to ang one of my spirit tokens here. Having to play red removal right now is rough. Yeah, kinda. You could rebuild it, right? If you really wanted to. Like the red pump spell to combo kill is really good if your opponent is like ramping and not interacting with you. But right now it's all interactive decks. I feel like if you really wanted to keep playing that deck, then the 4-mana enchantment that gives stuff trample and 1/1 counters is more important than the red pump spell, actually. Earthbender Ascension. Well, I'm at 8 life. My opponent's at 16, but they have 4 cards to my 7. So that's pretty good. Chandra. Alright. You've successfully gotten me underneath the 7 for library. And I could play the blue and draw off the wistfulness, but I'm just gonna... Did I do this wrong? Oh, yeah. Super did. I've been lanterned. You think wistfulness would be a cool friend? I think so too. I bet you could ride on the head right there, like in between the strands, and just like hold on to strands and like pretend like you're steering. Like when you give a small child the controller and let them pretend that they're playing the game. If you touch the orange thing, do I think it poops? I think it's just constantly pooping. Just state of perma poop. The bolt to the face. Am I just gonna get fiery confluenced out? That would be a bummer. 5 mana. Wan Shi Tong. Okay, where's that going? So the Wan Shi Tong needs to be in play to get the tokens. So we're gonna path it with the trigger on the stack. Those tokens would be a real issue currently. They're unblockable and all that. And then we can just crack this Mind Stone and redraw the Wistfulness, get the Wistfulness value. Sup, Eagles, how you doing? Kind of need to kill me, huh? Kind of need to do something real fucking impressive over there. Nice. So this deck doesn't have the best curve. I could see a world where we keep a hand like this, but I'm going to send it back. Much better. I'm actually going to bin Path. Because I don't want to path anyone in the early turns here. You fire off a Tinker. Spellbinder. Interesting. Spellbinder kind of gunks up my Force of Will anyway. So might as well counter it here. Opponent shocking in to Fairy, huh? Well, that sucks. I guess my best answer to that is that 5-mana Switcher sorcery. Yeah, you're fine. Ooh, you got a Chrome Mox opponent. Oh, they're jamming it, alright. No imprint. Yeah, why would you, right? It holding up Memory Lapse doesn't do anything, because Teferi kind of bricks that there Memory Lapse. So right now we're hoping this Wrath resolves. We can deal with the Lelia and maybe whatever the Lelia finds here. The Lelia found a Pyroglyph, so I assume they're going to play that one, and it's going to deal me gobs of damage. Riddler, huh? Warping a Riddler here. Maybe they want to Fairy Mounts the Crypt. Well. Ba-da-doom, doom, boom, ba-da-doom, da-da-doom. And now they play the Riddler and draw a card, and I draw a brick, and they get to win. Kind of where this is going. I'll play another cover. The autoplay was going to play the original, which is also good. I don't get why they didn't riddle. Wanted to hold up a counter. Sure. We need a scoop here. I'm fine scooping. Almost like the Haywire Might over Kitchen Finks or something. Yeah, this hand certainly needs some help. Alright. Little risk to reward situation there, based on what they can power off with the Mana Crypt. But our biggest issue is hitting land drops. Yeah. Feel a lot better with a Force of Will. So they 10 me this turn, and then I Wrath, and then they 4 me. I'll be at 2. I just need 2 damage. Doesn't seem very winnable. Are there any covers that I think are better than the original? Oh, there's plenty. There's this one, for example. Everyone was being so nice. The pot needed stirring. Am I cooking something? I'm always cooking something. I hate these draws with just a bunch of comes and play tap lands. Oh shit! Paddington the Beast. Thanks for the sob, the 61 months. Your favorite pot stirrer? Hell yeah. I kind of want to Aang the Giver, but I also want to play this Mind Stone, so I'm just going to do that and pass. Seems fine. Yeah, you got it. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Reeland79, thanks for the sob, thanks for the 12 months. The full year. Doo-doot. We're talking about covers better than the originals, of course. Blue Little Winder. This sounds exactly like John Denver to you. Amazing. I feel like this is just too much, but who knows? This is P-Wave. P-Wave would be a good answer. Sure. I think I want to flip this thing. Waterbend 8, 4, 5, 6. What's the text on Waterbend again? Can I tap this Jace or this Oko? Just creatures and artifacts. So the Oko can uptick and make a food token, make it a little easier, I guess. I'd rather get more 1/1 counters on more things, I guess. No accounting for taste, Magikarp. Folks are welcome to like different things for different reasons. Whee! Alright, here's one that everybody can agree on. Being better than the original. Y'all know Rasputin, right? Rah rah Rasputin. Yeah, they can double block and then save one, but then they're taking some damage, I think. Interesting. Not blocking to eat a cat. Blocking to take the least amount of damage possible. Boney M or the goat? Boney M was a producer. It wasn't really an act. It wasn't like a band. And the people that actually made the music did not go on tour with him. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Huh. Have I ever listened to Igor? I like Igor. Had the pleasure of seeing them live once. They have a very good Leavin' La Vida Loca as well. But I'm not going to play that. Well, yeah, I am. Okay. Sorry, I was confused for a second there. Come on! Saying is slow as balls. It's probably just too slow. Both of our 7s in there. Sure. Fuck is this? Sure. Got a 1-drop to cheat out. I wasn't too worried about that because like they could just play a 1-drop too. I think it's very possible I should just be like, Oko, make a fucking food here. They foretold a card, huh? The idea behind rebuying Jace is that they're probably not going to get to fireball me this turn. It'll probably be the turn after, and Jace can flip before then. Boo boo. Exceptional. I like this cover a lot too. Oh shit, what up? Hey, West Stab, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 37 months. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm kind of cool with this. They still like lose their whole board. I still have an Oko. They don't have Fireball mana. They get like one more Monarch card. Okay, maybe 2 more mana cards. Pouring up to 5 man over there. Hey, Ratfong, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 111 months. Hell yeah. Nice little chunk of